Hey guys, welcome back to Vince Custom. So today I'm sharing with you a DXA Designs Catwoman Garage kit that I finished putting together for somebody. Now, this was sculpted by Roberto Von Behr. I did do a garage kit review on this a while back. I will post that in the description. I had a chance to kind of work on a couple projects with the lockdown and everything. Certain projects had to be shifted because of supplies and stuff. So this one was able to be worked on since I really didn't need a lot of stuff to get it. So I was able to kind of push this through some other projects, but really great kit. Absolutely love Roberto sculpts. If you're new to the hobby and you're looking to work on something like around 1/4 scale, but you don't want to get anything too complex, this is a really great starter kit, I would say. I mean, it's pretty much skin tone hair and a black outfit, so you can really go with it. Now, there is a little bit tricky parts, but nothing that can't really be done and fix up. But it's a great kit. It's very clean. Like a lot of garage kits, you will have some flashing and stuff to kind of clean up here and there. But you could go with a matte finish for the outfit. You could go with a glossy latex like I did with this one. We did a lot of the white stitching around the outfit to kind of follow like the movie type thing of the old Batman 90s movies. For the skin tone, it was we want a little bit more darker tan on her, kind of follow the artwork that was sent to me. And as far as the base, a typical rooftop type base with the whip, handcuffs with chains, and then kind of like a marble-ish base, just to kind of break it up a little bit. At first I did a black base, but we kind of wanted to change that up and everything. But she comes in a few pieces. The head is separate. The two ear pieces are separate. This arm's separate and that arm's separate. Now this arm is attached, and I'll kind of explain what I did there. But this arm here is magnetized with a rod. So this part comes out like so. And then you can see what I did is I gave her nice shiny chrome like metallic fingernails, so they kind of pop a little bit more. So that's just a typical thing I usually do with a lot of my kits, just to make sure I can get this in here correctly. It goes in like so. So the hardest part about this kit, which is, it's really not that hard if you're into kit building, but you could kind of do anything you want, is the whip. So the way this was done is this whip right here was a a resin piece that comes over to here. Now there was some like bubbling on this piece here, so there was some kind of defects with the whip part here. So what I did is I clipped off the resin piece here, and I clipped off the resin piece here, and this is actually a brass rod, and I sort of bent the brass rod a little bit, and I put the brass rod into here, and then I attached this piece here, and I actually wrapped regular rope around the part here, but I used glue, so it's like really like it feels like a sculpt, but that's actually real rope there. And this piece I kind of filled up a little bit. So this rod goes into this piece here, and it comes over to here, so it's really durable, and this arm is attached, so it can't be removed. So that's something you want to think about when you get this kit, because if you make this arm removable and you leave the original resin piece here, it might crack on you. But that's kind of normal with a lot of garage kits out there. Even though they give you the casting and it's like one way, you don't really need to do exactly what they give you. You can change it up. Like say if you want a different whip, maybe you want the whip to come out a little bit longer. Maybe you didn't want a whip, maybe you wanted something else around here, or you can add whatever you really want and you can change it up. So I just kind of followed what the client wanted. He wanted to keep the whip, just make it a little bit more durable. So this rod's not going anywhere. If you leave the resin piece on there and I did that, I would probably have snapped it already. But so we got a nice brass rod there. As far as our hair goes, it is pretty much kind of like a mix of browns and blacks in there, and just to kind of break it up, we didn't go too bright. I did mix a little bit of pearl into the hair, but then I dulled it down with Mecha varnish from Vallejo flat, and that kind of really dulled it down. I'll give you guys a nice booty shot. So I tried to add a little bit more of tan into her, so we didn't go too pale flash. We kind of wanted to give her a little bit more tan. The ropes on the back of her boots there are kind of like like a grayish, like an 80% gray, and you can kind of see how we did the black. Now as far as the black goes, since it's latex, I tried something a little bit different. What it is it's gloss black from Spaztec all over. I kind of highlighted a little bit with Spaztec Chrome Silver, just a little bit of misting in there, and I kind of mixed them together to give a nice little reflection. And then I glossed it up with Spaztec acrylic enamel to really give it that nice gloss. So it gave really that nice little bit latex and everything. So you can kind of see how that worked out. But Roberto did a great job on all the wrinkles, the details. Just phenomenal kit. It's really fairly easy. So as far as the head goes, like you said, the head is one piece together. I'm pretty sure it was, or was the hair separate? I kind of forgot. Go back to my kit review if you guys want to check it out. I remember, I think the head was separate than the hair, so you put the hair on, then you put the head, and the ear pieces were separate. So I'm not really sure why Roberto cut the hair pieces, maybe for casting. I think he could have pretty much left it on, but it's fine. You just put like a rod on this side, you attach the ears, clean it up, and you can get them attached. Archer fine transfer for the eyes, you know. Nice little bit of nothing too crazy with lipstick, you know, just kind of ran with it. And just pretty much just straightforward paint up. I mean, there's really not more to it other than Catwoman, you know, just skin tones, hair, black latex, and that's pretty much it. It's straightforward. I had a lot of fun putting together. Like I said, I love Roberto sculpts. Anytime he sculpts a female, he knocks it out of the park. They're absolutely amazing. He does a phenomenal job every time. And actually, this is kind of one of those first kits that I've seen him sculpt in a 1/4 scale, because a lot of the stuff he's done for people in the hobby is 1/6 scale. So seeing something at 1/4 really impresses me. You know, I would love maybe down the line, if I ever get a chance, to actually commission Roberto to do a sculpt for me as well. I just absolutely love the way he does stuff, because if you ever watch his like work in progresses, he does the female form amazing, and then he adds the outfits onto it or whatever else, and it's just phenomenal. Like, really, if I ever commission him, I would say, once you get the female form done, make a copy of that a throwaway, because I want to have like the original of that and then add the outfit. But that's maybe something down the line. But we're getting a little bit closer for the base, as you can see. I like the idea of what they did with the base, putting the original, like, you know, long whip down at the bottom, and then these really cool leather type of, you know, shackle cuffs for her, which is kind of cool. So I just try to give it a little bit more leather look to it, like old, like Arkham Asylum type of leather. Same thing with the chain. The rocks is kind of a lot of, like, you know, washes on there of like reds, greens, browns, blacks, Payne's gray, just to kind of really bring it up. And of course the whip, as you can see, is got a nice little bit brown into it. I put a little bit of mecha varnish matte with a little bit of satin as well, just to kind of make it a little bit different. And that's pretty much it. That is Catwoman from DXA Designs. Hopefully you guys liked the way it came out. I had a lot of fun working on it. It goes very fast. The casting has a couple seam lines here and there if you watch the kit review. But other than that, once you get past it, it's a straightforward kit. So if you guys are new to the hobby, you want to work on something a little bit larger, but you really don't want anything too detailed, it's a great kit to jump into the hobby with. So I'll have DXA Designs Facebook page linked in the description, Roberto stuff, and thanks for watching, and we'll be back with some more videos.